And now we're in the mountains. There we go. Let's have a look at the gear. What have we got? Well, this lot here is the Bushbox LF premium titanium premium set. Okay, so let's see what we got. Well, we got two trivets there. We've got a grill grate, universal grill grate, which is a grill and a grate. You've got the cooker itself and a little cream bag that goes with it. The cream bag I don't actually use personally. And you got this beautiful leather pouch. Okay, it's real nice, that. And there's the packaging there. Bushbox LF titanium premium set. Right, what I've done, I'll take that away and I'll add a base plate. All right, so that's what I've got with it as well. Okay, as an extra. Now the weight of all this together is 1 pound 2.1 ounce, and the height of the cooker approximately is 14 centimeters, and the width is 10 centimeters approximately, and the size of this across there is the width is 16 centimeters, and down the edge is 12 centimeters. Okay, and the thickest part there is 33 millimeters. Okay, now there's the base plate. A couple of things I didn't show about the base plate earlier on is it can be put on snow, it could be put on dust, or sort of thick stubborn mud as well, and it could be used as a dry surface, preferably for feather sticks if it's damp and all that, and it can be used as a lid as well. Okay, so there you go. So that's the uses of the base plate. So let's have a closer look at it all. Right, okay, when you open it up, the ash pan drops down on a hinge, and the same with the grate inside. So you just open it up and they both fall down together and land up on these slots like this. Okay, so let's turn it round. So there you go. I'll start on this side. So you got your slots there where the grate falls down into, and then you've got these two little square holes. Now this is where you put your universal grill grate. Okay, first to slot in first of all, and then it drops down on the slots on the other side. So there you go. So there it is, these little bits sticking out, and the same on the other side. Stick them in the holes there first of all on the inside, and then it just drops down onto the slots. Now you've got this big old hole here. That's where you feed the wood, you know, when you're using wood as a fuel, and also the gas pipe from the Trangia conversion set will come out of this hole as well. All right, and you've got two slots up there for your universal grill, to use it as a grill. These two sides are exactly the same, so I'll just show this one side. Got the TI there, titanium, and you've got these 4 slots, and in the slots you've got a little circular bit cut out, and that's for tent pegs. So the slots are for the trivets. If you wanted to do this you could put your trivets in there on the bottom ones to slot a Trangia spirit burner in. Okay, if you want to do it like that, there is another way that's more recommended. And the top slots are for the Trangia gas conversion kit. Okay, now you would use, ideally you would use the tent pegs for that. So that's the hinge going down, and along the top you've got a slot there, a hole, a slot, hole, slot. Right, and that's where you can put your trivets going across, 2 trivets or tent pegs through to put a pot on if your pot is very narrow and long, or a metal mug. Okay, so that's that side, and this back end is not much to it really. is there's the slots for the ash pan. This drops in. There's the company logo, which is also a hole to let the air in. And these two slots here is for the universal grate to drop into. And that's it. That's it for the cooker so far. And next up is the trivets. Now they're both exactly the same. They've got holes each side for temp pegs, and they've got a slot there, and there's a slot on the other side of it, and a slot on the other side there. Okay, now what you need to know about these trivets is the slots are slightly different. Okay, on this side, say this side, on this one, on this side, I'll use my other hand because of shadows. On this side, that slot there and that slot there is cut in a quarter away in of the width, and the slot on that side and that side is cut in halfway in. Okay, so you need to know this, because if you put, let's have a look, right, if you put one in that way on there, get it in, come on you bugger, okay, and then put the other one the other way like that, one is slightly higher than the other. So if you put your pot on like that, or your cup or whatever you've got, it's going to be on a slant, so it's going to be slightly on a slant that way. All right, that's all I'm trying to explain, if you, just so you're aware of that. Okay, so it needs to be that way to be level. Okay, so there you go, that's correct. Now it's both level, and your cup is going to be level as well, flat, you know. So yeah, you got to look at these closely, because you could put it the correct way but the other way like that, I think that's in, there you go. And so you got a bit sticking out there and a bit sticking out there. I think that's for if you've got a big old pot, so it's more, gives it more stability. But you can put it the wrong way like that as well, so don't work it out by what's sticking out the sides. All right, so I'm not going to go on about the trivets anymore, because all you need to know is be aware that on the one side, like I said before, the one side, I'll use my other hand, the one side is cut in halfway, and this side is cut in a quarter of way, so it makes a difference on when you put it on there. So that's the trivets. Oh, there is something else about the trivets. I can only use one hand, because you would normally use two trivets for this, but if that is hot and you need to move it for some reason, you can stick the trivets in there, stick both of them in, right? I can only stick one in because I'm using my other hand, and you can transport it about and show you the scenery. There you go. All right. so that's another use for the trivets. And now for the universal grill stroke grate, because it can be a grill on there and it can be a grate by putting it in there halfway down. So that's what it looks like. There's the little bits on the top there, the little bits sticking out both sides. And what you do now, this is the recommended way for using a Trangia spirit burner, is you stick it in them two holes. I'll try to do this good and make it look good for the camera. There you go. And it just drops in like that, and you could put your spirit burner straight on there. That's the best way of doing it. So there you go, that's the grill grate, the grill stroke grate. And the base plate, that's what it looks like. It's got 4 slots there to put the cooker in, the cooker's feet slot in there. It looks like that at that end, and it's got a little wall on that end there. So when that is all folded up, it slides in there, and then goes in the pouch all together. So it's pretty good. Also, it's got a little bit of writing on the back here. It's got TI there, titanium. It's got a little company logo there. I don't know whether you can see that. The little flame and the logs. And it's got a bit of writing there. Bushcraftessentials.com, I think. And made in Germany. Yeah, I can just about see it. So all is good. So that's that. Could I use this as a signalling mirror? Maybe not. And finally the pouch. Beautiful leather pouch. Now you got a bit of writing here, Bushcraft Essentials, company logo, little flame and logs there. It's got the website on the bottom there, bushcraft-essentials.com. And the snap button is very strong and it's really good. And on the back you've got a belt loop. And that's it for that. It's beautiful, lovely smell of leather. Smell that. Oh, yeah, it's real nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice pouch, that is. Bloody show-offs, isn't it? So there's someone's come a cropper somewhere. Something's gone wrong. Unless they're training or something, I don't know. You probably can't see that. I can see it, but yeah. So just over there is the Wellington bomber crash site. I can't remember the figure out now. I don't know. We're in the central Brecon Beacons. So there's the chopper. He's going again now. I don't know. I don't know whether they've picked something. No, they wouldn't pick someone up that quick. I don't know. Anyway, let the show-offs bugger off. And we'll get on with this. Right, okay. Now I forgot to bring the Trangia gas conversion. Okay, so you'll have to use your imagination. So what you would do to set up the gas conversion is use these Trivet slots and put tent pegs in it. The top ones, out of the 4 on the one side, you use the top ones. And what you would do ideally is get your Trangia conversion pipe, get it through that hole, and then just slot it on the one side, or hold it on the one side there. Then get this, after you imagine this now, then get this peg in above the pipe, I believe, and then get the whole lot and slot it in, and it will go click, and it'll be pressured against these two, all right, these 2 tent pegs, and then you could hold it like that and it won't fall apart or anything. All right, so it's really good. Okay, even though these tent pegs are not very long, I've actually cut them down. They do go through all right. There you go, just protruding out the edge there, but I've cut them down. But when the Trangia conversion, gas conversion thing is in, it's sprung fed, so when it's against there, they're tight, and then you can play about with it and move it, and it won't fall apart. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's how you put the Trangia gas converter in. Use the tent pegs ideally, and put them on the top slots, so the pipe can come out underneath and around where your little gas cylinder is going to go on. So there you go, that's the gas conversion. And now how to use the Trangia spirit burner with this cooker. Now you could put the trivets in these slots, 2 trivets on the bottom slots there, and your Trangia would just slot in between the 2 trivets. That's one way, but the best way and the recommended way is just to put your universal plate in, your grate, and just stick it in like that, and that's it. All right, so that is the best way. One way you cannot use is the tent pegs. Okay, you cannot use the tent pegs like that with the spirit burner, because it won't fit, because the distance between these 2 tent pegs is smaller than the trivets, because the trivets by about probably 2 millimeters. Is this 2 millimeters? Yeah, because there's the slot, but the hole sticks out inwards. Anyway, you can't use the tent pegs to rig this up. All right, you've got to use the trivets only, or the best way, like I said, is like that. So that's the Trangia spirit burner setup. Now you can also use wood pellets and charcoal with this cooker, but I'm not sure how you would set it up, whether you would use the universal grate or not. So I'll leave it at that for that one. It also says you could use solid fuel. Now the only solid fuel I've got these days is the Fire Dragon. Okay, now this melts into a liquid, so I don't know how that's going to work, because it's going to just leak down through there and run out the sides. So what I've got is this little cup here. Now I got this cup from the Mark II Crusader cooker. What I've done, I chopped the cooker up, I kept the little cup, sawed it out, and just put the universal grate down, stick that in there, light it, and away to go. And when it melts into a liquid, it just stays in this little cup. So that's how I do that. So that's it, that's all the fuels. So and of course the fire as well, I don't have to explain that. Stick the wood in there, light it, and feed it in this big hole as you go along. And also another thing about this this little cup here, it nestles with the Trangia spirit burner like that, so it stores really good, and it weighs next to nothing because it's hard anodized aluminium. So there you go, that's that. So that's the fuels. Now I want to show how you can use this cooker on a hill as well. Now you can see you should see that's parallel. That's the hill I'm on, and this is what it looks like on the hill. So if I get that lid parallel with the edge of the scene, that would be it. So that's the steepness of the hill. And what I've done is just put 2 tent pegs under there, and that bit there is against the ground. So there you go, burning away. That's actually the third fire dragon I've used. Third fire dragon solid fuel, because the wind is, you can't see it, but the wind is blowing it, it's firing it up so much, it's putting it out. So I think it's just starting to boil now. I'll probably use another one because the flipping it's just burning out straight away. Nothing lasts in the mountains, it's just so rugged, you know. This is the best place to test stuff, you know. But anyway, there you go, that's all I want to say. That's how you use it on a slope. 2 tent pegs down there. I'll show you at this angle. Underneath there, 2 tent pegs. And use the water inside there as a spirit level to keep it level. Do you know, that's the 4th fire dragon I've used in there, and the wind just burnt it all out, all of them out. Not blew them out, but burnt it all out. These mountains are the best place to train, I think, and best place to test stuff like this as well. And anyway, I've got the Trangia spirit burner in there now, and it's boiling like a good one. So anyway, look at that mess. I was glad to get rid of them fire dragons. Anyway, all I want to say now on this bit is the LF stands for large foldable. Okay, large foldable, and the hinges on this cooker is custom engineered so they don't clog up. And just a little something. Oh, I'm on a hill here and I can't. Oh. Right, okay. I know this is a 300ml, but even a 500ml, the weight of a 500ml bottle like this, full of methylated spirits and my firelight and stuff in there, that would probably, a 500ml or half a litre would last 5 days. That would probably last near a year, okay, possibly up to a year. And also that cooker, when it's all folded up, fits in the top pocket of an SAS smock. Alright, just out of interest, I'll do the button up because I forgot to do the button up. There you go, it's done up all easily. It's all baggy, so it's not straining in this. It fits in perfect. And there's the leather pouch, fits in perfect. So there you go, that's that. So what have I got to say about the Bushbox LF? Well, there's nothing bad to say about it. Everything is good. It's really good. It's actually going to go in my overnight sack. Anything that goes in that is pretty good. Alright, so the only thing I've got to say is if you're going to buy, well, I've sort of discovered if you're going to buy one of these twig burners or, you know, wood burners, this particular one or anyone like it, if you're going to use it for wood, then you'll be fine with the stainless steel version, okay? But if you're going to use other man-made fuels, okay, and the canisters they come in, or the conversion sets and all that, it's going to up the weight. And if you up the weight with a stainless steel one, it then becomes a little bit too heavy. There is better things out there, unless you don't mind that. But that's the only thing I would say really, is if you're going to add other fuels with the canisters and the conversions and all that, get a titanium one. If you can't afford it, well, there's nothing I can say about that, you know, except save if you can. And because it's worth saving for, because they're going to last a long time, you know, and it's good to buy once. And if you don't mind waiting, it's worth getting the titanium one. That's all I got to say on that, really. But yeah, it is really good. So I'll leave it at that, and like, share, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you on the next one if I make it off this hill. All right.